from Portland, Oregon, for a Western Conference contest with the Trailblazers. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Nuggets will kick off their road trip right here.
You know, one of the best ways to garner some confidence is to start a long road trip off with a win.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. So it's Denver now. It's Robinson, top of the key. Here's McCollum. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. McCollum's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Denver. The last season, a strong one for the Portland Trailblazers, actually came out on top of the Northwest Division.
Yep, snuck all the way up to that third seed with the tight grouping in the Western Conference, and 4 teams in the division made the playoffs last year. 5 were in the race. Certainly was one of the toughest divisions in the league, and the Blazers ended up on top.
Here's LeBron. Portland making their last shot. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to McCollum. The drive by James.
Yeah, I'm not going to give LeBron any more space, but certainly like to see him dunk. How about that throwdown?
Here's Biyombo. Can't hit that one.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. Portland the foul. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the night right here. Last season, LeBron James becoming just the 7th player ever to score 30,000 points in a career.
Well, he's like a rare steak, Kevin. Obviously, he's not done. Might have the best shot of catching Kareem when it's all said and done in terms of total points scored in the league. Maybe approach 40,000, but ultimately, he's definitely in the top 3.
Here's Robinson. Moves back up. Johnson with the block. And here's Portland. 4-point game. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
Vonleh. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
Well, no defender is going to have a shot against that kind of play. He's just too tall to stop that close to the rim.
Here's Dinwiddie. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball after the Nuggets pick up 2.
That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
Pass to Robinson. Now McCollum. 4 on the shot clock. From 18 feet away. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now Johnson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end. Look at that jam.
No way.
I mean, just beautiful.
Yeah, sometimes LeBron just likes to take it all out on the rim. That time on display.
Pass to Biyombo. Fires it up. Vonleh. The second chance points on the tip in. Vonleh's got 6.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Now here's McCollum. To the middle. Rocket 6. Biyombo with the block. Here's Robinson.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Bucket is good. That's now 8 points for Noah Vonleh. So many modern offenses no longer rely on a point guard to initiate the play. Tell us a little bit more. Walk us through that process.
I think a lot of teams, Kevin, are getting more towards motion offenses, almost playing in a secondary break where you've either coming off a score, you're coming down the floor, the point guard gets off the ball, and with all the players moving around and with the multifaceted skill set of your small forward and your power forward who's now playing at the point, distributing the ball, setting screens, DHO. Because of that skill set, you don't really have the heavy reliance on point guard domination with the basketball, setting up every play, and being the only playmaker on the floor. Now you have 3 and sometimes 4 getting that job done.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Pass to Williams. The 3 from Hill. On the wing, Levine. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And stolen by LeBron. Looking to end the run. And he lays it up and in. LeBron's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, hard to stop LeBron from getting in that deep. So the size, the speed, the power, the position. 2 more.
Out to the right wing. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Portland no good that time either. Shoots from the line. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Got to be careful once LeBron breaks the seal of the free throw line. There's a lot of power and a lot of muscle coming at you. Usually it ends up with free throws.
That one misses. Here's Blakeney. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense. And this has them out to a big lead after 1. Well, few have more job security in the NBA than Terry Stotts. Consistently gets a ton out of his Portland Trailblazer team. They run a very intricate and unique offense now in his 7th year with the Blazers. They've had a lot of success under Coach Stotts.
And I don't know if there's anybody who can match Levine when it comes to the art of the dunk. He is a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Now here's Johnson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
Here's Levine. The kick out to Williams. Pass to James. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Nice to see LeBron have a straight line drive. Somebody fell asleep there.
And with Terry Stotts last year, there were some rumblings about his job after the sweep.
Might have been a bit of a knee-jerk reaction. Remember, Portland slid into that 3rd seed with how close it was in the Western Conference, and that might have added a bit more pressure. But Portland does not have a lot of flexibility with their roster. Somehow Terry Stotts gets to 50 wins in any given year. So it might have been a poor decision, and they saw through that, and he's back for this season.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, DA. To the paint, and taken away by Johnson. Pass to Holmes. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Yeah, he's certainly able to shoot over the top of people. High percentage look right there from the mid-range.
Here's LeBron. Johnson with the block. Zeller up top. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And just keeping his teammates involved. This is the kind of leadership you like to see.
Well, you could trademark this brand of basketball, running through the progressions and working around for decent looks.
Now here's LeBron. 15 points in the game. And that one, good. LeBron's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Johnson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. He gets it in there.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
You know, Brent, when you think of Devin Booker, you immediately think scoring. But he's become, as time goes on, an excellent facilitator as well.
Well, I think he's learning to do that, Kevin, because of the playing time that he's getting. And the defenses that he has seen in the early part of his career have been quite unique. 2 out of the first 3 years that he played in the NBA, he's averaging over 20 points. So the passing part of his game, the more feel part of his game, it's coming along nicely.
And here is Johnson after LeBron James hitting the 3. There's 1:34 left here in the second. And it's Portland with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Now here is Hill. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. For 3. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 3. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Back to Johnson. Over Levine. Johnson gets the bucket. Johnson's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Got to respect the level of concentration from Devin Booker on that shot. Even when he gets bodied up a little bit, the balance stays there.
Now here's LeBron. 22 points for him.
LeBron staying on the attack here. He knows when he can take over the game. It's whenever he wants to.
Pass to Hammonds. And that one is hammered home.
What a fantastic finish there on the break.
Man, what about that pass? Eyes in the back of my head. Delivers it right on the money.
The kick out to Hill. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motion.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Portland. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. We come back right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Pass to Biyombo. Back to Johnson. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Traveling has been a concern for the NBA for a while. For a purist like you, do you like that?
Well, you got to get from city to city, Kevin.
I don't think that's the kind of traveling I'm talking about here. Yes. I only ask you pay attention.
I'm sorry,
that's all.
Kevin.
It's a simple request.
Yeah, they're doing a better job. Some get away with it more than others. How's that?
What an answer. Thank you, Brent. And the basket by Hill.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
Here's Johnson. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Back to McCollum. Pass to Hill. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shot clock at 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Devin Booker.
And you have to love the way Hollis Jefferson plays on the defensive end. So active with his length and can disrupt an offense single-handedly. The team is visibly better on defense with Hollis Jefferson on the floor.
Here's Dinwiddie, covered by Morris. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And it's Noah Vonleh with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And with Hollis Jefferson in his defense, he's not only strong, but he's versatile with whom he can guard.
Yeah, I mean, RHJ has great length, and at 6'7", he can guard almost every position on the floor. Strong on the glass, even though he's often undersized in his matchup. RHJ is anything but an average player. I really love how effective he's become on both ends. Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Johnson double teamed. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Portland has possession. Down low. Biyombo. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
And the D has to respect Booker's passing ability. Fantastic at finding guys in their spots.
Portland shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Right side, Bogdanovich. No good on the triple. Nuggets trail. Here's Hollis Jefferson. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. An exciting team in Denver these days, and their fans are letting them know it.
Yeah, they're starting to get fired up in Denver. The arena sold out 14 times last year compared to just 3 times the year before. So for decades, this has been a football town. Nuggets starting to garner some attention with the type of roster and the way that they play.
And then Levine with the jam. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
From outside, off the mark. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And now a three-point Nugget lead. Johnson inside. He's got 12. Holmes can't get it to go in. It's McCollum with the drive. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. 1:39 left in the third quarter. Johnson draws the double. He can't get that one. Some solid defense from Robinson. The drive by Allen. And the dunk by Robinson.
Yeah, that's pretty much a perfect pass, and that's also alliteration.
Trailblazers trailed by 5. And here is Johnson. 12 points for him. Over Robinson. It's tipped. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go again. The Nuggets on the break. Here's Hollis Jefferson. To the inside. 5 to shoot. Denver calls time. And the Nuggets making a change here. Here's Allen. 4 on the clock. James goes back up. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Trailblazers trailed by 5. Johnson surveying the floor. Johnson draws the double. To end the cold streak. Bucket is good. 26 seconds left to play in the third. Allen outside. Inside. Here's LeBron. Good work defensively by Johnson. Pass to Hammonds. Shoots over Henson. Nails the 16-footer. And now just a 1-point Nugget lead.
Bledsoe showing some confidence now, feels very much at ease shooting as soon as he touches the ball.
Denver calls timeout. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Denver in the lead. Pass to Adebayo. Yep, that one goes in there. Adebayo's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nuggets.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Hammonds. Kicks it out to Johnson. Here's Hammonds. Covered by LeBron. The baseline J off the mark. The Nuggets leading by 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. To the inside. And taken away by Johnson.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal. Well, you see the excellent skill set, and this is when you want to make an impact.
I feel like there's an uptick in the intensity as well. Fourth quarter, and it's closing time.
James outside. And the layup's good off the glass. James has got 26 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found. Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Adebayo. And that one, good. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game is broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
The Nuggets leading by 6. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Ron right side. Levine wide open. Back to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, with a body like that, LeBron James can be as physical as he wants to be and just dare you into making contact.
And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
When the guy is capable of so many things like that on the offensive end, anytime you lose sight of him, he's got a huge advantage.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. He told them, I don't want us to be satisfied yet. We can congratulate ourselves later, after we win. Right now, we have to close this one out. He doesn't seem to think this one's over yet, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
And therein lies the trick, discussing ways to be aggressive, but not committing turnovers.
It's good. LeBron's got 6 here in this quarter.
He's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. The drive, but look at that.
I'm just trying to think of how many times LeBron looks like he's off balance or in a spot he doesn't want to be. It doesn't happen all that often. 2 more there.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Outside, Levine. Pass to McCollum. Kick out to Levine. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And that one misses.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Trailblazers trail by 6. Johnson outside. There's 1:47 left to play here in the fourth. Lets the 3 fly. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And play stops as it looks like they call him over the back here.
And you can live with those over-the-back calls sometimes because at least it's an effort play.
Trying to extend the possession so you appreciate the effort. Better just to head down the court sometimes and not give up a team foul in that situation.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big 2-possession games.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
Robinson with it. Pass to Levine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And those attempts right now at the charity stripe are helping them pull away.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by McCollum. LeBron drives in. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
When you talk to opposing coaches and how they scheme for LeBron James, the amazing thing is they talk about how he sees every facet of the game, not just what he needs to run, but how it is that he can make it difficult for opposing offenses. And those close-range shots are what you want him taking. They always have a great chance of falling.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They've led by as much as 10.
Yeah, it's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
It'd take a miracle at this point.
Right, with this deficit and this late in the game, their time has already passed.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that stretches their lead to 8. Here's Bogdanovich. It's money from deep.
And how about the confidence Bogdanovich displayed there? This guy's a clutch shooter who loves being the man when the spotlight's on.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're down by 6. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
A tough proposition here. They've got to knock down a 3, foul, hope for some misses, then make another 3. I would not hold out much hope.
Five seconds left in the game. Here's Blakeney. So we see Denver get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that about wraps it up.